Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Jesse here. It is August 5th, which means yes, I just did my latest upload yesterday. Going to make it very clear, this is not my intent to come on here every day to do an upload, but if there's ever something I feel like I need to share with you guys, I will not hesitate to do so. And today I was sitting around and I realized that I've been talking a lot lately about what's happening in our world politically a lot lately, but I haven't been talking about what's happening in our world environmentally. And to me, that's way more important than what's happening behind the scenes in Washington, because if something happens to the planet we live on, it's going to affect everyone overnight. So we need to talk about a couple of things. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. First thing is January 15 of this year, there was a underground volcano, under the sea volcano actually to be more specific, called Hunga Tonga. And it was a massive eruption. It caused a tsunami. It caused a sonic boom that went around the globe twice, that tens of thousands of people reported to hear. It threw water as high as 33 miles up into our atmosphere, enough water to fill 58,000 Olympic-style swimming pools. And I was reading an article this morning saying that scientists are saying there's so much water vapor in our atmosphere because of the eruption that happened from that volcano, that it's going to take anywhere from 5 to 10 years for that water vapor to dissipate, to go away. So because it's going to linger around for that long, it's going to contribute to, climate change, global warming, and it's also obviously going to heat up the surface of the earth. So that was a massive event that happened just in the beginning of the year. Now, there's several volcanoes that have erupted since. There's a few actually that are erupting like right now. I think there's one in Iceland actually at this very moment that's erupting. Whenever volcanoes, especially several of them, start erupting either at the same time or very close together, it's a tall tale sign that something's happening within the earth. Hence, these sinkholes that are opening up that are miles wide, earthquakes and floods and weather changes, weather pattern changes. The earth is kind of stretching right now. The earth is a living creature, whether you believe it or not. And it wants to breathe. It wants to readjust itself, regardless of what we want to do. We're just kind of on it along for the ride. And for that reason, I think it's very important that we pay attention to stories about what's happening when it comes to earthquakes and anything environmental, okay? Anything environmental. We talk about the sun. Now, already, the sun is like our worst enemy, right? It gives us skin cancer. They're telling us to stay away from it. Don't do anything that involves too much physical activity in the sun nowadays, because it's now contributing to heart attack and stroke and blood clots. Wildfires, obviously. It's killing tens of thousands of cattle on ranches and farms, which is contributing to food shortages and the higher food prices when it comes to meat. And they're really pushing lately about how the sun is heating up so much that they're afraid of a massive CME. Now, a CME stands for coronal mass ejection. If you've ever seen video through a telescope of the surface of the sun, it looks like it's like an ocean of fire, right? Like waves of just fire. And every now and then it'll spit these flames out. And with these flames comes electromagnetic material. And many times it comes hurtling towards us, towards Earth. Now, we have a protective atmosphere that blocks a lot of this off. But if the CME is strong enough, it will pass that layer of protective atmosphere that we have, and it will affect electronics here on Earth. Like, it can fry everything that has circuitry, anything where electricity flows through, it's basically useless. Now, can you imagine if that happens and it wipes out, let's say, our power grid? Okay, now our power grid, I believe, is made up of 55,000 substations. Now, a lot of people think, oh, come on, Jesse, in order to take down the power grid, you must have to take out thousands and thousands of them. How about 7 or 8? 7 or 8, the entire power grid is useless. And we're not talking about calling PG&E and by tomorrow morning, guys, everything will be fine. We're talking about not having power here on Earth, not just in the United States, but on this planet for, several years, 10, 15 years. This is like reported stuff in documents from, electrical engineers and scientists. This is a real serious threat. Now, I personally don't believe something like this is going to happen. I believe that there are unseen forces that have prevented stuff like this from happening in the past, and will continue to do so. But maybe that's for another discussion. But still, they're pushing this narrative, of course, to get us scared. Fear-mongering is a real thing, right? And we must not let that happen. So educate yourself, do some research on some of this stuff I'm talking about, and, just don't let them get you like that. There's also been a lot of talk about alien life and extraterrestrials and civilizations that are out there that, might be looking to attack us and come and take over the planet. Scientists saying that there's almost 43,000 civilizations that they believe might be out there, and it's kind of scary, right? You would think they'd get excited, but they're kind of worried because they're like, ooh, I don't know. We don't know who they are, how they look, what's their intentions. 2 months ago, a 500-meter telescope in China received signals, and they're also saying that the signals look to be coming from, a civilization, a educated, advanced civilization. It's not just a dead signal or something that's bouncing off a satellite in space. So it's hitting the mainstream a lot more. But whenever you hear a story like this, it's always something spun in a bad way. We don't know their intentions. We got to be careful. It's just it's annoying. Sorry if I'm kind of stuttering, but it bothers me that it goes there all the time. All the time. You see movies and TV shows about aliens for the past 40, 50 years. They always look like reptiles. They're always bad. They want to eat our brains. They want to take over the planet. It's really, really sad. And the more you educate yourself about these topics, I believe the more you will see that the majority of all this is nonsense. And think about it, guys. If other advanced civilizations out there wanted to have this planet for themselves, I think they would have done it a long time ago. Do you really think that we have any chance against any civilization out there that really wants this place? No. Am I saying that there are not civilizations out there that would love to have Earth? Of course not. I think there's a lot out there that have bad intentions. But that's why we also have good civilizations out there that are making sure that that doesn't occur. They're making sure that we stay safe from that type of attack. But at the same time, I think we have more to deal with when it comes to us being humans and treating each other right, taking care of this planet. We are at war with ourselves. The hell with aliens coming and taking over this planet. Evil, stupidity, has taken over this planet. So we have our own problems right here in front of us. We need to stop worrying about what's going to come from the skies and destroy us. We're destroying ourselves. Anyway, guys, that is really what I wanted to share with you. Again, it is part of the big picture, so you cannot just ignore these things. And I hope I gave you guys, a little bit here, a little bit there for you guys to go and carry it on with your own research and find your own truths that you can feel comfortable with. But hope you guys have been having a good week so far. I hope you guys have a great weekend coming up. I appreciate your guys' time. I always look forward to chatting with y'all, and I look forward to doing it again real soon. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves, be safe, and as always, much love from me to you. Take care.